way. I'm all alone. There are no footsteps down the hall. It's just a house, it's not a home. And I wonder if you think of me at all. Well, I sing for you in my dreams. You sit and smile while you listen. You're right there beside me, so it seems. Well, I sing for you in my dreams. I close my eyes and I see you. We are so happy, so in love, walking hand in hand to eternity, blessed by the hand from up above. Well, I sing for you in my dreams. You sit and smile while you listen. You're right there beside me, so it seems. Well, I sing for you in my dreams. Yeah, you're right there beside me, so it seems. Well, I sing for you in my dreams.
Great song. Fabulous.
Thank you, Glenn. Not much to say about this song. It's sometimes these songs just show up, and some of them have a story, a little history behind them, and some of them are just shared with me from my co-writer, who I like to believe in a lot. This is one that's called Between the Trees. If you ever wonder what love is all about, behind which door it's hidden, are you locked in or locked out? Ever wonder where's the combination is all about? That elusive behind which door it's where is the inspiration and of love to be? Wipe your tears and stand up. Between the lines, how the world will keep on turning, so don't leave yourself behind. Wipe your tears and stand up, spread your wings, be free. See what's in life's forest and look beyond the trees. While treasures do surround us, love has to be earned. First you have to give it, and then it'll be returned. So open up, give all you can, yeah, lend a helping hand. Share the gifts you're given, and help the fallen stand. And wipe your tears and stand up. Drop between the lines, the world will keep on turning, so don't leave yourself behind. Wipe your tears and stand up, spread your wings, be free. See what's in life's forest and look beyond the trees. I'll see what's in life's forest and look beyond the trees. Look beyond the trees, folks. I mentioned my co-writer a few minutes ago, and I really like to believe that's true because I believe God just gives me some of these songs and I just write them down. This happens to be one of those songs, and kind of goes out to all my brothers and sisters out there, and you guys will know who I'm talking about. with his hat doffed before a cross. It had been a while. He thought about what brought him here every mile. Then he found a chair, and that's where he sat. He bowed his head and said, Lord, this is where I'm at. It looks like I'm gonna need some serenity. To accept the things that are just meant to be. Enough courage to carry on and change what I can. What I'm saying, Lord, is I could use a hand. And what I'm praying, Lord, is I could use a hand. Enough wisdom that I might make a choice. An open heart and mind so I can hear your voice. But it looks like I'm gonna need some serenity. Accept the things that are just meant to be. Enough courage to carry on and change what I can. What I'm saying, Lord, is I could use a hand. What I'm praying, Lord, is I could use a hand. I guess we could all use a hand once in a while, huh, Glenn?
Anybody that's human, I'm sure. Especially these days, my friend, especially these days.
Yeah, no kidding. And you know, but all we can do right this second, we do what we can. We try to be as safe as possible and try to follow as many rules as we can, sort of. And, you know, it's kind of funny, though, when you're sitting around a family gathering smoking weed and the family gathering is the illegal part. That's kind of, you know.
It's come to that, hasn't it, really?
Times have changed, man.
Yeah, they certainly have.
And you know, but all we can do, in my opinion anyway, is hold on for the ride. That just happens to be the name of this next song I'm going to do for you.
Excellent.
I'm gonna do whatever I can to do whatever I can. I won't waste any time wishing. I never wonder what it's like to live another man's life. I refuse to miss what I'd be missing. I wanna interrupt, buckle down, nod my head and hold on for the ride. He asked me why I can't be satisfied with a house and car and a job from 9 to 5. But with so many roads untraveled, those miles as yet untried, why would we choose to walk if we can fly? So I'm gonna do whatever I can. To do whatever I can. I won't waste any time wishing. I never wonder what it's like to live another man's life. I refuse to miss what I'd be missing. I wanna interrupt, buckle down, nod my head and hold on for the ride. I've held an extra seat for you if that's alright. I'd just love to have you sitting by my side. Life has so much to give. If it's your will to let it live, you gotta reach the top to see the other side. So I'm gonna do whatever I can. To do whatever I can. I won't waste any time wishing. I never wonder what it's like to live another man's life. I refuse to miss what I'd be missing. I wanna interrupt, buckle down, nod my head and hold on for the ride. I wanna interrupt, buckle down, nod my head and hold on for the ride. Hang on, folks. Once in a while you see something, as a songwriter, you're walking around, you happen to notice something, catches your eye, and it makes you want to go home and write it down so you don't forget about it. And I saw this similar thing one day. So this is kind of a true story that never really happened. This song's called...
yeah. The true story that never really happened. That's brilliant.
Well, you have no idea what my fantasy world is like, Glenn. I don't want you to know either.
Yeah, no, that's okay. We'll just stay where we're at.
Yeah, but I happened to see this image one day in a park, and so I went home and wrote this, and I hope y'all like it. It's called One Last Look. An old man, pigeons, and a park bench, with a wise and mindful gaze, reflecting on what has been and would never be again, without much thought to what will be all things he cannot change. This moment, this day, this space and time, he knows is all arranged. He's loved and lost and loved again. It's really quite a book. Now with pigeons and a park bench, he's having one last look. He's been told it won't be long till he's lifted from this place. With all of life's rights and wrongs, may his whole card be an ace. When all things are considered, with all the miles behind, he hopes the good outweighs the bad, and for his judgment to be kind. He's loved and lost and loved again. It's really quite a book. Now with pigeons and a park bench, he's having one last look. an old man, pigeons, and a park bench, thinking what he gave and what he took. An old man, pigeons, and a park bench, having one last look.
Just wonderful.
Thanks, Glenn.
I feel kind of selfish being locked in this room with my own private concerts going on, and everybody else is out there locked at home without their own private concerts going on.
I kind of feel sorry for you, really, because you've never even heard these songs before, and here you are trying to do something with them, you know?
Oh, they sound great, Graham. You know,
Thank you.
There's just something about live music, and it's like I've said, you know, it's the energy of the artist. It's everything together. It's too much perfection in this world. I love to listen to the way you play.
Oh, if you're not looking
stuff.
for perfection, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
And the other thing, you know, I haven't really noticed is social distancing much because people kind of stay away from me anyway. And, you know, and as far as playing for small crowds, hell, I'm really used to that, you know.
I think we all have that problem sometimes.
Oh.
Don't we?
I haven't noticed much difference, you know. Yeah, my phone's still not ringing, you know.
Yeah, they say that you know, sometimes those that can do and those that can't teach. And in my case, it was, well, I'm gonna record.
Yeah. Well, that being said, I want to remind folks out there that each and every one of these songs, well, the first thing I'll guarantee you about my original music is that I promise you're not sick of hearing it on the radio. And I do want you to know, for any aspiring artists out there, these songs are all for sale or rent. So give me a call. Look me up on Facebook.
Excellent. That's Graham Ross here in Cochrane, and anybody can find him on Facebook, folks.
This next song's mostly for fun for me, but it's a sort of a meeting between the blues and country. We'll see if they get along. I walk in that same old place. I ordered up a beer. Lots of smiling faces. Same folks are always here. Then I turned toward the corner. A tear came to my eye. There's something about that jukebox in the corner. Makes me cry, oh, it makes me cry. It could be B11. He's all loving her today. It could be blue eyes crying in the rain. Could be you're cheating harder. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Might be the reason that old jukebox in the corner makes me cry, and how it makes me cry. Well, I finished what I'd had, and then I ordered up another. I saw a girl I used to know, and then I thought about her mother. Those were the days as I recall. Full of dreams, blue clear sky. Those were the days we had it all. Before that jukebox made me cry, now it makes me cry. Could Could be 11. He stopped loving her today. Could be blue-eyed, crying in the rain. Could be you're cheating harder. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Might be the reason that old jukebox in the corner makes me cry. Now it makes me cry. Might be the reason that old jukebox in the corner makes me cry. Now it makes me cry. Now it makes me cry.
Well, it sounds like they get along just fine. It's funny, the last couple of weeks, for some reason, I've had 3 different friends phone me up and ask me the same thing. And say, hey, you know about audio. You know anything about jukeboxes?
Oh, really?
Three separate friends of mine have ended up with these old jukeboxes from various hotels and ended up with them in their garages, and they want to get them all working. And,
Oh, wow.
the one fella was saying that the one he had goes back to the 70s and 80s from a place, and I said, well, you need to open that up and you need to go through that vinyl and see what's in there, because there's probably some dollars worth of vinyl in there.
Sure.
If you don't intend to get it working, then you at least got to save that vinyl.
No kidding. There'd be some treasures in there.
Yeah, I bet there is.
Especially on the B-side.
Yeah, exactly. On the B-side. I was thinking of that too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, those days of having your songs on a jukebox, I guess they do. I guess it's kind of a jukebox, digitally, or whatever.
Yeah, it kind of, that's a jukebox world now, really. People can pick any song they want to hear.
I don't care. It was cooler when you saw the record come over and flop down. And come on, man, that was neat.
Yeah, I think so, too. I still remember back when I was a young fella, like before I was 10 even, there was a restaurant just outside of my hometown that's had the little tiny ones at every booth.
Oh, yeah. With the buttons on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I think it was based on an 8-track tape. They had 8-track tapes in them, and you could select one of the 8 songs.
Yeah, well, just where they just said in the last song about could be B11. That's what it used to be. You picked a letter and a number, right?
That's right.
And a nickel.
Yeah.
Shoot, there was a day when you could buy the news for a nickel, too, and these days it isn't worth anything. Oops.
So true.
I probably just got censored.
Yeah, you've been now kicked off Facebook. But hey, don't you worry. Here at Big Kid Records, we accept that.
That's good to hear. This song is called You Never Really Said. Does this highway go both ways, or is it a one-way track? 'Cause if it is, if that's the case, there's no sense looking back. Reviews won't change what's done. The images are black. Somewhere I'd lose, and somewhere I won, brought me to where I'm at. But now I ask, where am I now? What lies for me next? Give me a clue, show me how. What can I expect? You're not here, but are you gone? You never really said it. The light's not on where you once shone. All your memories laid to rest. Now here I am, a day face. What happened to my plan? Where once I walked with no disgrace, now I'm a lonely man. With windows of rejection, where once they held a sheet, now show my reflection, where once I saw a dream. And now I ask, where am I now? What lies for me next? Give me a clue, show me how. What can I expect? You're not here, but are you gone? You never really said. The light's not on where you once shone. All your memories laid to rest. The light's not on where you once shone. All your memories laid to rest, 'cause you never really said. Well, this next song, Glenn, is kind of fun because I was in Mexico on my honeymoon, and I had my little travel guitar with me, and I was walking down the beach, and this fella said to me, if I gave you a few items, could you write a song about it? And I was real cocky and said, well, sure, what do you got? And he said, well, there's a white adobe up on the hill there, and there's the water's real nice, and the sand's nice, and there's blue sky, and what can you do with that? So I walked down the beach, and I can honestly say I wrote this song on the beach in Mexico. It's called I Love You. Water's warm, the sky's blue, the breeze is fine, the sand is cool. Your footsteps beside mine, and I'm so glad we took the time to say I love you. 'Cause I do, yeah, I love you. Whoa, you're smiling, I'm too, and it's 'cause I love you. White adobe on the hill, shrimp and curling on the grill. I'm so glad that you're mine, and I'm so glad we took the time to say I love you, 'cause I do. Yeah, I love you. Whoa, you're smiling, I'm too, and it's 'cause I love you. Water's warm, the sky's blue, the breeze is fine, the sand is cool. Your footsteps beside mine, and I'm so glad we took the time to say I love you, 'cause I do, yeah, I love you. Whoa, you're smiling, I'm too, and it's 'cause I love you. Oh yeah, you're smiling, I'm too, and it's 'cause I love you. That's my honeymoon song.
That's a great tune, and the fact that you got to write that on a beach in Mexico just adds to it.
Yeah, it's fun, you know. That's for sure.
I also love that you have a guitar that you take traveling with you.
Oh yes, I have a nice little Taylor that fits in overhead, actually.
Oh, fantastic. I've always wanted one of those, but I've never bought one. But I'll tell you, I've been working on the road most of my life and traveling across Canada and actually overseas as well. I've been to Africa and several other countries working.
Wow.
And 9 times out of 10 when I get stuck somewhere and the job seems to go on and on and on forever, I end up finding a pawn shop or an old school or somewhere, and I end up buying a guitar. I've left more guitars with people in different places in different countries. I still get calls every once in a while. Hey, this guitar's been sitting here for 3 years. Do you still want it?
Wow.
Like, no. You keep that.
Oh. Yeah. You know what? I'll usually take a little break. Lori actually bought a guitar for her granddaughter, and it ended up being a mistake. It was supposed to be a junior guitar, and it wasn't, and blah, blah, blah. So she ended up stuck with it. It's like a $50 Chinese-made guitar, and it's painted blue, and it's not even good paint job, And when you look inside, you can see where they didn't cut on the lines that they'd drawn with a pencil. And that thing is as close to my second favorite guitar that I've ever had in my hand. It's just a total freak,
It's a funny thing. I had one that I bought at a pawn shop in Sudbury when I went there for a 2-week job that lasted for 3.5 months. And I bought this guitar, and it had, like Jenny Loves Bobby and Billy Loves Susie carved into it in ballpoint pen, and Led Zeppelin written across the back of it,
sure,
and the Doors, and it was as much of a doodle pad as it was a guitar. But I'll tell you, I put a set of strings on that thing. I think I got the guy down to like $6 for it, the pawn shop. He started out, he wanted $50 for it. I was like, yeah, I can't give you that, but I chiseled him down to $6 and took it off his hands. And I tell you, I played that thing for 2.5 months, and I absolutely loved it. It just had this mojo about it that was so cool.
Sometimes they got it, and the neck is perfect for me. Everything is just there. And so I told her it's only a $50 guitar, but don't ever sell it before you talk to me.
Good deal.
Because I'll give her like 55,
There you go.
It's just because I'm a good guy. I'll tell you what. I'm going to try this song. I haven't done it for so long, and I hope it comes off. Glenn, you can't really call yourself a songwriter and live in Cochrane if you don't have a song about a mountain.
Fair enough.
So, this is mine, and it's called That Mountain. There's that mountain that's always there, though it changes in the morning air. Sometimes we can't see if it's not clear. Sometimes if we don't listen, we can't hear. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, like that mountain, he'll always be there. That single tree blew over in the wind, while that forest is still standing to face that storm again. Was it the wind or lonely that brought that old tree down? It's hard to stand all by yourself with no one else around. There's that mountain, it's always there, though it changes in the morning air. Sometimes we can't see if it's not clear. Sometimes if we don't listen, we can't hear. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, like that mountain, he'll always be there. Well, no one knows what's on the other side, or how long it takes to get there on our final ride. But he won't let a storm push him away. He'll stand right there beside you after your last living day. And there's that mountain that's always there, though it changes
in the morning air. Sometimes we can't see if it's not clear. Sometimes we don't listen, we can't hear. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, like that mountain, he'll always be there. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, just like that mountain, he'll always be there. If there was a chance to do that one over again, I'd sure like to.
We certainly can. You just go ahead and reintroduce it and go again.
Okay, I'll do that because I got messed up with my own chord progression. I don't use a capo very often, and when I do, it messes with my head.
Yeah, I don't use one almost ever. So I know how you feel. But yeah, no, you feel free to go right back into that one.
Yeah, I'd like to do that one again. You know what, Glenn? You can't hardly call yourself a songwriter, live in Cochrane, and not have a song about a mountain. And so this is mine, and it's called That Mountain. There's that mountain, it's always there, though it changes. In the morning air, sometimes we can't see if it's not clear. Sometimes if we don't listen, we can't hear. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, like that mountain, he'll always be there. That single tree blew over in the wind, while that forest is still standing to face that storm again. Was it the wind or lonely that brought that old tree down? It's hard to stand all by yourself with no one else around. There's that mountain that's always there, though it changes. In the morning air, sometimes we can't see if it's not clear. Sometimes if we don't listen, we can't hear. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, like that mountain, he'll always be there. Well, no one knows what's on the other side, or how long it takes to get there on our final ride. But he won't let a storm push him away. He'll stand right there beside you after your last living day. And there's that mountain that's always there, though it changes. In the morning air, sometimes we can't see if it's not clear. Sometimes if we don't listen, we can't hear. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, like that mountain, he'll always be there. Under the thunder and behind the clouds, just like that mountain, he'll always be there.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Sounds like you nailed it that time.
Well, I was a little closer, yeah. You're right, those guitar parts, you should learn how to play them, too. You know?
Doing a fine job up there, my friend. Doing a fine job.
Wow. I'm having so much fun, you know. Nobody should get to do this. I feel sorry for anybody other than me right now. So, that being said, it's not a very good way to segue to a song, because this is sort of how I feel about COVID in general, you know. And I feel that way about some other things, too, you know. Like, I don't know, mainstream media. And politics in general is kind of questionable right now. And there's some of us have ex-wives and things that you can relate to situations. Well, this is definitely one of those songs that came off the B side of the relationship. I gotta get the right thing here, go. I gotta get the right thing. Just a second. I'll then try it again. This is one of those songs, Glenn, that's definitely off the B side of a relationship, but I'm kind of relating it now these days to COVID and politics and mainstream media. We can bunch them all together. This song is for all of y'all. You call me when you want me, 'cause that's the way you are. Like when you need a boost in what used to be my car. Oh, when that mower just won't start when you're cutting my old grass. Well, listen closely. You can kiss my ass. 'Cause it's right there behind me, yeah. I dropped my pick and I gotta start it. We'll zip that away. I'll try that again.
We'll get her.
Yeah, well, this is one of those songs, Glenn, that's definitely off the B side of a relationship. But I've been thinking about some other things on the B side, like mainstream media and politics in general these days. So this song is for all of y'all. It's called Kiss My Ass. You call me when you want me, 'cause that's the way you are. Like when you need a boost in what used to be my car. Or when that mower just won't start when you're cutting my old grass. Well, listen closely. You can kiss my ass. 'Cause it's right there behind me, yeah. It's right where I sit. Where I stand's a different thing, 'cause I don't give a rip. Yeah, it's right there behind me. You can mow your grass. You can fix your own damn car, and you can kiss my ass. Like when you have a fire to quell from leaving something on the stove. Well, baby, you can go to hell, 'cause this fire department's closed. Or when you just can't sleep at night while you're on your own, don't call. A 911 line's busy, yeah, I've taken my last call. But it's right there behind me, yeah, it's right where I sit. Where I stand's a different thing, 'cause I don't give a shit. 2, 3, 4, kiss me, baby. You can mow your grass. You can fix your own damn car, and you can kiss my ass. Yeah, you can fix your own damn car, and you can kiss my ass. Or I could tell you how I really feel about it.
Love it. Don't mix your words on that one.
I'm going to try to go from that to what my wife tells me is her favorite song. And
Right.
I'd be remiss if I didn't do 2 whole sets in here and not do her favorite song.
Yeah, you'd probably never be allowed to come out and play again.
It's just a wise thing to do,
Yeah, that's right.
This one is called Perfect Fantasy. And this is one that was written on the A side of a relationship. Since we first met, you've been my fantasy. Since I could only hold you in my dreams, but now that we've run the roads that we've run, and you're still here with me,
Once again, you've become my perfect fantasy. Like the figurines in a china shop with a sign that says don't touch. Perfection behind a pane of glass. I've loved you oh so much. You're Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty all in one. You are the reality that my dreams have become. Storybooks all start out with once upon a time. They have a prince and princess whose love is hard to find. But in the end, they'll marry and they'll find their love, you see. They live happily ever after, yeah, just like you and me. Since we first met, you've been my fantasy. Since I could only hold you in my dreams, but now that we've run the roads that we've run, and you're still here with me, once again, you become my perfect fantasy. Once again, you become my perfect fantasy.
That's a beautiful sentiment, and I've met your wife, and she's a beautiful lady.
She is that, and she's so supportive of me, Glenn, and it's so important for us, you know. Sometimes we're on the road, sometimes we're not home at just, 5 o'clock, or it's in the morning, or sometimes the next day or two. And being married to a traveling musician has got to be a trick all of its own.
Yeah, that's a guarantee.
But you know what? I'm gonna end up my set today with a song that just about the time when you're really starting to wonder, because I do this periodically, and you say, "Is it all worth it?" Well, I've decided it is, and so I wrote this song. It's called "You Damn Right," and I've dedicated it to my daughter Marcy. Here we go, folks. There comes a time in our lives when we can't help looking back at wins and fails, the things we've tried on the roads, in the air, or on a track. Wind wasn't always in our sails, and time and storms always seemed to pass. Our coffin wasn't quite so full of nails. If we'd only known how long it would last, why was it worth it? Fighting all those fights, was it worth it? You damn right. Oh, was it worth it? Now I see the light. Was it worth it? You damn right. The sights that I've witnessed, the wonders of the world, the way I felt the day they said you have a little girl. Was it worth it? Fighting all those fights, was it worth it? You damn right. Oh, was it worth it? Now I see the light. Was it worth it?
You damn right. The sights stand witness, the wonders of the world. The way I felt the day they said you have a little girl. Wasn't worth it, fighting all those fights. Wasn't worth it, you damn right. I wasn't worth it, now I see the light. Wasn't worth it, you damn right. I wasn't worth it, isn't worth it, you damn right. Thanks for being with us, folks. Hang in there.
Thanks so much, Graham. Just a wonderful set as usual. And that last one's a real kicker. I enjoyed that a lot.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Glenn. It's such a pleasure and such a treat. And folks, remember, Big Kid Records, if you want to get any recording done, just get a hold of Glenn and he will help you out.
Thank you very much, my friend. We'll have to set this up again in the near future. I've got a few other folks coming in the next week or so, but we'll be having Graham back for sure. That's a guarantee, friends.
Thanks so much.